Hello mga kawawmat! In today's lesson, we're going to explore one of the most interesting topics in mathematics, and that is the sequences. So have you ever noticed that many things around us follow a certain order? From the arrangement of floor tiles, the petals of flowers, the steps of a staircase, to the way we save money every week. This all involve patterns. So after this discussion, you're able to recognize patterns, identify sequences, determine the next term of a sequence, and appreciate on how sequences are used in real life situation. But before that, I want you to observe, okay, these pictures. So gusto ko kayong tingnan muna, no, yung dalawang pictures, yung patterns in art and patterns in nature. And later, we will answer some questions. Okay, so another patterns in nature. Okay, so what do you notice about the pictures? What do you notice? Okay, so they have repeated design, shapes, and arrangement, no? These pictures all contain repeated designs. So makikita natin, no, yung iba't ibang klaseng designs, no? This repetition is what we call a pattern. So patterns help us predict what comes next. So without patterns, mathematics would become much more difficult. So ano yung mga common 'no, sa mga patterns nito. So again, so mapapansin natin 'no, sa dalawa kong pinakitang pictures, so merong mga repeated design, shapes, and some arrangement. So what do all these pictures have in common? Of course, just discussion natin kanina, they all show patterns. How would you define a pattern? So para sa inyo, what is a pattern? So what is exactly a pattern? So a pattern is something that repeats or follows a certain order or rule. So patterns may involve numbers, shapes, colors, movements, or even events. So whenever something follows a predictable rule, it forms a pattern. Next, can you identify which picture shows repeating shapes? Alin-alin dyan, no? Among these pictures, can you identify which one shows something repeating shapes? Alin-alin dyan? Yes. So, yung Islamic art. What else? The wood carving and the textile design. The tessellation and the honeycomb. So each design repeats using the same arrangement. So kaya tinatawag natin itong repeating patterns. Another, which pictures seem to grow or expand following a pattern. So saan naman dyan? Ano yung mga halimbawa ng pictures na nagpapakita ng expansion or it seems to grow or expand? So instead of repeating, these patterns grow. So ano yung mga example? So the sunflower, the nautilus shell, and the pine cone. So these follow mathematical rules that makes them expand while maintaining their beautiful structures. So ang tawag natin doon, they are the growing patterns. Okay, do you think these patterns happen by chance or they follow a rule? They follow a rule and organize arrangement. So every pattern naman follows a rule or an organized arrangement. So in mathematics, it helps you or it helps us discover and describe these rules. Once we know the rule, we can predict what comes next. Can you think of other example of patterns that you see every day or even in your surrounding sa dyan lang, no, sa paligid mo kung saan ka ngayon? Can you give some examples of patterns? Okay, siguro makikita nyo, no, bibigay nyo floor tiles, calendars, stairs, building windows. Okay, sa mga animals, meron tayong zebra stripes. Okay, yung mga, pattern nung ano nila, no, balahibo. Yung mga music beats or the traffic lights. So, this shows that mathematics is not only found inside the classroom, no? It is part of our everyday life. So kung pupunta ka ngayon sa BGC or sa Makati, ang dami do mga iba't ibang structural design or buildings, no, na may iba't ibang design. So makikita yung mga pattern o yung mga design, especially yung mga building windows. Makikita nyo doon. And also, kahit naman dito sa Manila, umikot ka lang, no? Kahit dito, marami kang makikita. Like for example, the San Sebastian Church, no? Historical yung church na yun. Makikita mo yung iba't ibang shapes, okay, yung mga repeating designs, o lalo na kapag pumasok ka sa loob. So now, okay, so ano muna natin, no? Unlock tayo ng mga terminologies before we proceed to our examples. Okay, so sequence is a list of numbers arranged in specific orders. And again, it follows a rule. So halimbawa, yung 3, 6, 12, 24. So ma-identify na natin kung ano yung next. Pag na-identify mo kung ano yung rule. Ano yung rule ng ano na to? Sequence. By multiplying it by 2. Okay, so kung 3 times to 6 times to 12 times to 24 times 2, so alam mo na yung next term is 48. And that is sequence. Term naman, so term each number in a sequence. So ano ibig sabihin nun? Sa lahat ng sequence, may tinatawag tayong term. So, in the sequence 3, 6, 12, 24, each of the numbers 3, 6, 12, and 24 ay ang tawag natin sa kanila, term. So, the position or index or the place of a term in the sequence, like for example, yung 3, okay, so yung 3 dito, ang tawag natin dyan is the first term, okay? So, yan ang position or index. Ang 6, tinatawag nating second term. Ang 12, tinatawag nating third term, and so on. So, may tinatawag tayong notation. So, paano natin nire-represent into symbol yung first term? So, sinusulat natin as A sub 1. Yung second term naman as A sub 2 and so on also. Okay? So, meron tayong rules. So, madali natin ma-identify yung next pattern or next term kapag alam mo or you can identify yung rule ng patterns. So, this is a description of how the terms is formed or how they change from one to the next term. So, for example, add 2 in the sequence 2, 4, 6, 8. So, in the sequence rather 2, 4, 6, 8. So, para makuha yung next, you simply add by 2. So, may Fibonacci sequence na tinatawag tayo, a sequence where each term after the first two is the sum of the two preceding terms. So, magandang example dito is the rabbit problem. So, kapag titingnan natin yung family tree, so suppose a pair of rabbits produces another pair of every month, and each new pair begins producing rabbits after 2 months. So, starting with one pair, how many pairs rabbit will there each month? So, makikita nyo class. So, sa unang buwan, isang pares pa lang sila. Sa pangalawang buwan, another, still, one pair pa lang din. Pagdating ng pangatlong buwan, naging dalawa na. Pagdating ng pang-apat na buwan, so ilan na sila? Tatlo. Pagdating ng 5 buwan, so 5 pares na yung rabbit. From originally na isang pares lang, no? So, hanggang sa papuntang 8 months. So, sa pagdating ng 8 months, may 21 pairs ka na ng rabbits. So, ito yung magandang halimbawa, no, ng Fibonacci sequence. So, makikita mo na para makuha mo yung next term, you simply add the the previous two numbers. So, halimbawa, ito 2. Kapag inad mo yung dalawang nauna, 1 plus 1, 2, 3. 1 plus 2, 3. 2 plus 3, 5. 3 plus 5, 8. So, ganyan po yung Fibonacci sequence. So, may classification of sequences tayo. Ano yung classification natin? The first one is the finite sequence. It has a beginning and an end. So kapag may sequence, like for example, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So may end term, no? Meron kang end. So yung first term mo is 2, yung last term mo ay 10. So kaya tinatawag siyang finite sequence. It has a specific number of terms, it has a beginning and end. So you can count all the terms, it stop after a certain point. While the infinite sequence and infinite sequence has no end. It goes on forever. It keeps following the same rule endlessly. So you can describe the rule, but you can't list all the terms. So for example, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. Then tapos may 3 dots. So ibig sabihin nun 3 dots, this keeps doubling and never stops. So may tawag tayo dyan sa 3 dots. Ang tawag natin dyan ay ellipsis. So, ibig sabihin ng ellipsis na yan, yung three dots na yan, to show it continues. So, I would like you to identify the pattern in its sequence and determine the next term. So, once na una mo nang gagawing class, identify nyo muna yung rules ng pattern. So like for example, sa una, 3, 7, 11, tapos naging 15, tapos naging 19. So para makuha natin anong rule nito, ng number 1, so simply add by 4. So mag-a-add lang tayo ng 4. So kung titingnan natin, 3 plus 4, 7. 7 plus 4, 11. 11 plus 4, 15. 15 plus 4, 19. 19 plus 4, that is 23. Next, 2, 6, 18, 54, 162. So ano kayong rule natin dyan? Okay, so multiply by 3. So 2 times 3, 6, times 3, 18, times 3, 54, 54 times 3, 162. So dito, para makuha natin yung next term, so i-multiply natin si 162 kay 3. 162 times 3 is 486. Next, 1, 4, 9, 16, 25. Okay, very familiar itong mga numbers na to. So sila ay perfect square. So, ito yung kapag, halimbawa, anong square root ni 9? 3. Anong square root ni 16? So, anong kasunod ni 25? That is 36. So, kung kukunin yung kasunod ng 36, anong kasunod? 49. Kapag kinuha yung kasunod pa, okay? Kung 49, 64. Okay, yung kasunod nun. Next, 2x, 4x plus 3, 6x plus 6, 8x plus 9, 10x plus 12. So, tingnan nyo yung first term, yung ito, yung may variable na x. 'Di ba? Ano yung rule natin? Nag-a-add tayo ng 2. Pero dito class, sa constant, nag-a-add ng 3. Okay, so the coefficient of x, it should be of x. Correct lang natin class. Of x increases by 2. So, while the constant term increases by 3. So, makikita natin, so the answer will be 10x plus 2, nag-increase daw ng 2, maging 12x. Yung 12 naman, mag-add tayo ng 3, so magiging 15. So, 12x plus 15. How about this one? 1, 1 half, 1 fourth, 1 eighth, 1 16. O, pwede dito, dalawa ata ang sagot eh. Okay, sige. So, ano yung mga pwede nating gawin para makuha yung next? So, pwedeng i-divide natin by 2. Pag dinivide natin by 2, pwede. Pwede rin i-multiply sa 1 half. Okay? So, dalawa. Dalawa yung pwede, may dalawa kang choices. Pwede mo i-divide sa 2 or multiply it by 1 half. So, 116 times 1 half, what will be the answer? Okay, 1 over 32. So kapag dinivide mo yan, divide by 1 over 16 divided by 2. So magiging reciprocal, get the reciprocal of 2, that is 1 half. So 1 over 16 times 1. So 1 over 32 then. So, 1 over 32. Next, 5, 10, 20, 40, 80. What's the next term? Oh, kitang-kita naman kung paano ginagawa. Parang kagaya ng number 1, no? Oh, multiply by 2. Yes. So, the answer is 160. 1, negative 2, 3, negative 4, 5. So, parang alternate yung odd number. Tapos, yung negative naman, okay, nung even number. So, negative 2, negative 4, anong kasunod? Negative 6. 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. So, paano kukunin? 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. What's the next one? Oh, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. Tama ba? Okay, plus 1 dito, plus 2. Dito naman, plus 3. Dito, plus 4. Okay, so what is the answer? 21. Okay, so 21 is the next answer. Okay, how about this one? Okay, what is the next? Ilang dots yan? Ilang dots? Do you have answer na? That is 21 dots. Kasi ito 10, tapos ito 15. So 1, 3, tapos ito 6. 1, 3, 6, 10, plus 4, no? Plus 5, 15, plus 6, 21. So dito, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So ang kasunod ay 6. Problem solving tayo. Maria, grade 11 student from Manila, decided to save part of her daily allowance. Every week, she saves 100 pesos during the first week and increases her savings by 20 pesos every succeeding week. For week 1, 100 pesos. Week 2, 120 pesos. Week 3, 140 pesos. The amount saved each week forms an arithmetic sequence. So, isa-isay natin. For question number 1, how much will Maria save in the 12 week? So, ang maganda dyan, listing, no, sulat mo. Week 1, 100. Week 2, 120. Week 3, 140. Hanggang sa, okay, dumating ka sa week 12. So, ibig sabihin, okay, Maria save in the 12th week by how much? 320 pesos. So, sa pangalawa naman, how much will she have saved altogether after 12 weeks? So, add mo lang to lahat. Okay? So, para makuha mo kung magkano yung amount. So, 100 plus 120 plus 140 plus 160 up to 320. Kapag kinuha natin using your calculator, that is 2,520. And that is correct. Next, if Maria want to save at least 2,500 after how many weeks will she reach and exceed her goal? So, ano rin, no? By 12 weeks or pwede mong pwedeng mga 11 weeks, no? 11 start ng 11 weeks. Kasi katumbas din ng number 2, no? 12 weeks. Pero kung kaya ata, no, ng more sa 11 weeks kaya na, no? Okay? So how can saving a portion of one's allowance every week help students become financially responsible? O paano? Of course, kapag ngayon pa lang, as young are you, medyo ano ka na, responsible sa pagsisave ng pera. So, darating ang panahon na kapag ikaw ay nagtrabaho na, marunong ka mag save din ng money for your future or for your family. O para sa sarili mo or para sa pamilya. So, or kaya, ibig sabihin, ah tinuturuan mo yung sarili mo na wag-wag basta-basta gumastos ng pera. Kasi kapag kailangan, meron kang madudukot.